How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is the tale of Jenny and Screech by Ren. First off, I'd just like to say thank you for your engagement on the High Ren reaction. I was not expecting that video to take off like it did, but I'm glad it did because it gave me motivation and incentive to come back to Ren and react to more of his stuff. And I was blown away by that song. I did not know what to expect going in, and I was just blown away. It's so different, so unique. This guy is unique. So with that context, I still don't know what to expect from this. This is the tale of Jenny and Screech. So this was a popular suggestion in the comments, and upon searching for these videos, I found that he released them individually, but then he also put them together in one big video. So there's like, according to the YouTube chapters on this video, there's Jenny, there's Screech, and then there's something called Violet's Tale. And they're three different videos, but he's put them together in one video. So I'm guessing it's all connected in one story. So I'm excited. I love when that happens. Let's dive in. A quick thank you to my patrons. Guys, if you want to become a patron and support the channel, links down below. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But let's go. Without further ado, this is the tale of Jenny and Screech. Ooh, okay. Love that. This does not look like an alleyway I want to be walking down at night alone. What? That's like a vocal exercise, isn't it? Trilling. Okay.
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street, somewhere in London City.
Oh, shit.
Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before she wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain, he'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech, he was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief, at 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul.
Oh, shit.
As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bogging her and making her so scared. Sirens sounded in the distance at the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Up or go Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes.
Damn.
What the hell you playing now? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the Rosie off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't
Slice
know
the
me.
Rosie off
the
your
last
cheeks.
Thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete.
Serrated
and he
knife.
swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath.
Ooh.
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street, somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
That was tragic and sad. So we're going right into Screech's story now, right? This guy's guitar skills are fucking amazing, dude. That phrasing is so good. Holy Holy shit. Samuel and Ren video. Okay.
Our story, it starts right at the end. At the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech,
Woof.
dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not
Patrick
sure.
now.
I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away.
What is happening?
Hey, babe, you in? Nah, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes!
Is this the same street? No.
Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
4? Oh, that is beautiful. Visual storytelling.
Story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying one street apart.
It is. Okay. One street apart.
Shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
Beautiful. Oh. Beautiful. Come on. Okay, so that was Jenny and Screech. YouTube decides to hit me with an ad in the middle of that. Piss off. Okay, that was Jenny and Screech, and now we have something called Violet's Tale. Let's go. Oh, he's... looks the same as he did in the High Ren video. I love that so much. Is he Violet? Come the fuck on. I want to learn that so badly. Holy shit. Violet's name was on the bed, the board at the end of the bed. And he's in the bed. Is he Violet? Or he's singing from the perspective of Violet like he did with Screech?
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington
2005.
is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beats and bloodstains, she saw a lady weep. She's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale. Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you of the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew.
Oh.
Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl.
Why was Stevie a prick?
She fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tie, but never left the room. History repeats itself. He'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood's black bone, crack, knick, knack, paddywhack, one to the jaw when the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess, he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet.
Oh, fuck.
Not one word. She stays quiet. London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins are lying side by side.
Twins?
A girl named Jenny.
No, fuck off.
And a boy named Screech.
James. Just Screech. No. What? What? Wait. Okay, so 2005. Okay, so this is Jenny and Screech happened present day. Wind the clock back. But didn't he say Screech was 14? Did I hear that wrong? So they were twins. They were brother. Oh, dude. Stop fucking with my head. So Jenny and Screech were brother and sister. And I guess somewhere along the way they split and took very different paths in life. Screech took to a life of crime, and Jenny never said what Jenny did exactly. But she was walking home one night when she came upon Screech. But he said Screech was 14. This song is a year ago. I mean, I'm trying to logic it too much, I guess. But if they're born in 2005, then this takes place in 2019. But wasn't this song a year ago? Or am I wrong? That may be wrong. Or this video came out a year ago. The video came out a year ago. And I guess the song was released in 2019. 14 years. So Jenny was also 14. Oh my God. This man is a fucking genius. What a narrative. That's a short film in and of itself, just told through music. He told such an amazing story in such a beautiful way. And I loved in Screech's tale where he was singing the song from Screech's perspective, but then he switched to the policeman's perspective, put us in Screech's shoes as, you know, he got offed. Oh. Holy shit, dude. That was amazing. I don't think I've heard anything like this before. Like a story set so beautifully in musical form. Like it was amazing. And all he didn't have... Okay. My thoughts are all kind of collapsing on themselves. But all he had was a guitar. An acoustic guitar. There was no other music happening anywhere. It was just the guitar and his voice echoing through the streets of London. And it all took place in the same 1 block radius. I mean, maybe Violet in the hospital, maybe that was like in London, but maybe it wasn't in the same place. It looked kind of, the background all looked the same. But Jenny and Screech dying 1 street apart, such a tragic fucking tale. It is tragic. It's a tragedy. Like Shakespeare. Or a Greek tragedy. But this is a tragedy nonetheless. But it was told so beautifully with his music. Oh my God. There's no genre for this. Right? There's no genre. This doesn't fall under like rap or anything. I mean, High Ren was more rap-ish, but this doesn't fall under any kind of genre. This is like storytelling, if storytelling was a genre. That's amazing. That's amazing. Good grief. All right, let's dive into lyrics, because there are so many things that caught my attention, but I was trying to, like, the video itself, my nerd brain was looking at all the graffiti thinking, oh, Easter egg, Easter egg, Easter egg. But no, it's just a London street. That's what London looks like. I mean, I'm not judging, just asking. Okay, so Jenny's tale. It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London city. Jenny walked alone. She was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep, which is, again, tragically beautiful. She was heading back home to sleep, and at the end of the song, she found a place to sleep. Cold concrete. Anyway, she knew this town. She knew this floor. She'd walked it about 1,000 times before. So she's been here. She's been down the same street 1,000 times. This is the way she goes when she goes home. So there was no reason for her to feel unsafe. But for some strange twist of fate, this same night, random night, there was a hooded blonde youth by the name of James. So Jenny and James, twins. hooded blonde youth. There was no... Okay, James or Screech has a lot of descriptors. Jenny does not, which is intentional, because that would have given away something, I feel. Right? If he said Jenny was blonde also, James was blonde also. I mean, Jenny, either one of them could have colored their hair, but James has been given descriptors for a reason, because that's the payoff in the end in Violet's Tale. Say, hooded blonde youth by the name of James, 14 years old, right? James, he grew up a kid on the street, blah, blah, blah. So we have all the descriptors for James. He's 14 years old, he's blonde, real name James, street name Screech, turned to a life of crime, smoking ganja with the boys, you know, liar, thief at 14 years old. The devil had set his sights on his soul. Basically, it sold his soul away because he had devolved into a life of crime. So, as Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was all right, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware. Maybe Violet's voice coming down, or maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance to the beat of Jenny's feet. So like there were cops in the area. So clearly it's all like a bizarre kind of kismet moment. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner. Oh, crime on London street. Wasn't there like a rush of crime? I don't know if this is around the same time, but there was a rush of like knife crimes in London, in the UK. I remember reading about that. But so maybe that's what... I mean, he had a knife. So definitely ties into that. Jenny turned a corner, their eyes meet. Our poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. And then Screech's dialogue: give me all your money, bitch. Give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone. Don't fucking look at me. I mean a bitch. Are you listening to me? Jenny freezes, statue like a lady-shaped stalactite. I love that. Statue like a lady-shaped stalactite. Stalactites are the things that... No, the stalactites are the ones from the floor, right? Stalagmite, stalactite. Which one is which? You understand what I'm saying. Fear like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. Liquid nitrogen, of course, being sub-zero temperatures. And they need to get to a certain temperature in order to go from liquid to gas, or liquid, stay liquid, basically. But because he's saying liquid nitrogen in her blood, like her blood is frozen. She's still. She's trying to find the strength to move, but stayed still as a statue in high heel shoes. The only descriptor we have been given from Jenny, that she's wearing high heels. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the Rosie off your cheeks. That is such a fucking bar. I love that so much. I'll slice the Rosie off your cheeks. That's so beautiful. It's like saying, once I stab you or cut you, your rosy cheeks will cease to be rosy. The blood will leave you. I'll slice the Rosie off your cheeks. But it's also just a very well-written line. Like, I'll slap the, whatever. I'll slap the eyebrows off your face, or I'll kick your balls into next Sunday. Something like that. It's a very descriptive form of threatening someone. I'll slice the Rosie off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. Oh boy. Turns out they do know each other. But again, I think they had, diverted it somewhere along the way. The last thing you will see will be a boy called Screech reach for the sheath of the blade with the teeth. Serrated blade. So, yeah, that could bite through steel and slice concrete as he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, calling back to earlier when we know the devil had set his sights on his soul. And the statue that she was turned to butter in a breath. So, like a knife cutting through butter, the same way the knife went through Jenny, wherever he stabbed her. So he sliced her like butter, basically, turned to butter in a breath. It was a quiet, dark night on an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny laid still on the cold concrete. She'd found a place to sleep. She knew this town, she knew this floor, she walked 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame. Oof. I guess that she escaped, although she didn't, because in the first... it's all calling back to the first verse, because she wanted to escape. Can you blame? I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame. It's the line is rhyming with the first verse, the last line of the first verse. She wanted to escape. Can you blame? I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame. So, escaped, this life, I guess, because Screech had removed her. So moving right on to Screech's tale, our story, it starts right at the end, which is such a great setup because at the end of the song he says, our story ends right to the start. Whoops, I went too far. Yeah, our story ends right to the start. That is brilliant. Heard the life of poor Jenny clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. So then the story picks up. He's at Patrick's door. Patrick, I guess, is his friend. Patrick, man, let me in. Please open the door. I think I fucked up. Patrick really fucked up. I'm not sure. I got crazy. Left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her. Patrick, come on. I can't knock no more. So Patrick's not home. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. There's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate. Have something far more sinister in mind that does await. So, yeah, this is definitely like, it's such a tale of like fate. Because it feels like this was all planned out. Because of what happened to Violet in the beginning, her story ended in tragedy. So these two's stories are fated to end in tragedy. So that's kind of calling into like have something far more sinister in mind that does await. It's also calling to the fact that the devil has its sights set on his soul. So no matter what Screech is doing, he's ending up in hell. So that's far more sinister than just Patrick not answering the door, basically. So then he calls his girlfriend, lover, whoever. And he's like, hello, hey babe, you in? Nah, nothing really. I'm just a bit tired. Listen, can I swing around yours for a few moments? And this fucking switch really speaks to Screech's character. I really miss you, babe. As a way of like softening the questioning, so that maybe the woman would feel sorry for him. But then she replies, obviously, that she's busy, and he cracks. He's like, what the fuck you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch, for fuck's sake. So clearly very toxic boyfriend. Again, calling back to Violet's story because she was doomed to repeat all of that, I guess. Sirens sound approaching like a banshee in the night. So a banshee, which is pretty cool because Ren is from the UK. I believe a banshee is a UK myth, right? A UK origin myth. Could be Irish. I feel like it's Irish, banshee. I know it's from around there, that folklore, that area. I'm a huge nerd when it comes to like mythologies and stuff, so that's why I know that. Because banshees, sirens, they're all kind of around the same sort of origin. Basically, if you hear a banshee crying, it means death is coming and you better run. Although, like a hellhound's howl or a siren's call, a banshee's wail is inevitable. It means death is inevitable for you. So the cop sirens sound like banshees. Sirens, banshees. It's all wordplay and it's so beautiful. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But he had the sharpest knife because he cut through Jenny. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue light. Because cop cars have blue lights in the UK, as I've learned. Come on then, you fucking cunts. Let's have you then. I am Screech. I am the boss. I am the ender of men. That's a savage line for him to say. But you have a knife, son. The cop has a gun. Hey, that rhymed. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3" working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest. 4. Why 4? 1 bullet would have been enough. But he fired 4. So that, yeah. Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying 1 street apart. That's, An officer shaken by the boy he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless and it's such a shame. Which ends just the same last line of Jenny's tale. It's such a shame. Oh, dude. So in Violet's tale, this blew my fucking mind. In Violet's tale, London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beeps and blood-stained sheets. Our lady weeps, she's tired and frail. Our lady weeps. Very religious iconography there. Rhythmic beeps and blood-stained sheets. So that, I mean, we feel, reading that, I feel like, oh, she's been hurt. She's been stabbed because I thought when he started singing this was again about Jenny, and Jenny somehow made it to the hospital. But then I remember that Violet is the name of the woman because he says it. She's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale. So Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he tucked her tight but never left the room. I'll spare you of the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew, so her father abused her. Violet was a silent girl. She moved out at 16, a semi-detached council flat paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickle bricks. So like Violet has the most descriptors of any of the characters. So he's telling us Violet's entire story right here in this one verse. Right? Who her mother was, who her father was, what her father did to her. The fact that her age, 16, right? A semi-detached council flat, where she stayed, what she did for a living, packing shelves at Tesco. And then she met a boy named Stevie, who was a little prick, which we'll learn later. See, Stevie was a wrong one, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he tucked her tight but never left the room. Just like her father, she wound up with a guy that's just like her dad. Every night he tucked her tight but never left the room. History repeats itself. He'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Oof. Violet, why you always so quiet? Knock, knock, knock on her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking. He's up late and he stands by her bedside. She shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Ugh. Violet, why you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, turns things violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Shit. So all the abuse that she went through by Stevie, by her dad, and this line though makes me think that he's talking about her dad, but it kind of switches seamlessly into Stevie because he's like, Violet, why you always so quiet? Knock, knock, knock on her bedroom door and he's irate. So either this is about her dad knocking on her bedroom door when she was younger, coming in to abuse her, or it's Stevie and for some reason they slept in separate rooms. But I don't know, in my head it makes more sense that he's talking about her dad, and then because history repeats itself, this is just a loop for her, right? It's a loop because history repeats itself. She kind of wound up with a guy just like her father. So knock, knock, knock on the bedroom door. He's been drinking and smoking. He's up late. He stands beside her bedside. She shakes. So all of this is just repeated. So it's just kind of become one big blur in her mind that she's just thinking about when she was a child being abused by her father and seamlessly transitioning into being abused as an adult or 16 or however old she was when she moved out and found Stevie and all that. But yeah, anyway, that's the sound of fists. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full flows, full blown, blood splat, bone crack. Jesus, knick-knack, paddywhack. One to the jaw and a tooth spat detached. The cadence of this verse was amazing. One to the jaw and a tooth spat detached, fist connects and disconnects a bone, a quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. This is king shit. This is god tier writing right here. Okay, the cadence of these lyrics. Such a mess, he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? So here it's just either she stays silent or he's knocked her out and she is dying at this point, or she's staying silent to just not provoke any more violence. So not one word, she stays quiet. So she kind of shuts up, or she's been shut up. And then we snap to London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. So she was 9 months pregnant when this incident happened, at least the last incident, where where Stevie kind of beat her fucking senseless. So this kind of this line here where he's like, Violet, why you lying to me, Violet? That could just be him in his head being fucking crazy, or he thinks she got pregnant by some other means and she's lying to him. Just like a tiny little attention to detail there, which is, yeah. Anyway, turning to Dr. Violet, broke her silence and cried, if I'm to die here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. So she died, baby survived. In London City, far from pretty, 2005, a lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins are lying side by side, a girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech. Oh, fuck. What a story, dude. Holy shit. This was a short film. This was like a full-blown, tragic, but beautiful short film. Oh my god. That was amazing. So he willfully left off like Jenny's descriptors because it didn't matter in the moment. She's a girl, she was walking home down a London street, came upon the boy named Screech. Screech was given descriptors, so we know what he's about, who he is. And we think, oh, okay, it doesn't really matter because Screech's tale also ends in tragedy. But then we come to Violet's tale and just everything is, my mind is mush. That was amazing. That was such a good songs. Those were good songs. I wanted to say that was such a good song and such a good video. My mind mixed up everything. So I'm going to leave it there before I start having a stroke or something. So I'm going to leave. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed this reaction. Leave a comment down below what you thought of the video. If there's any kind of Easter eggy thing I missed, let me know. But this is like my second reaction of Ren. I'm probably going to go back and react to some more stuff and maybe find some new things to just fall in love with. But yeah, let me know what I should react to next. Leave a comment down below. But that's going to do it for me. That was the tale of Jenny and Screech. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a good one. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.